All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So, Patriots week, right? Jets at Patriots. The Pats have one win. The Jets have 2 wins on the year. And it's no secret that the Jets are reeling, right? We are searching, and it feels as though the Jets are just coming up empty week after week after week. There's self-inflicted wounds. There are errors all over the place. There's confusion. There's turnovers. There's sacks. There's poor blocking. Take your pick on whatever issue you want to talk about or hone in on. And you could probably dive in to a 5 to 10 minute rant about that given thing. You can pick whatever you want. Tackling has been an issue. Run defense has been an issue. Quarterback play has been an issue. Game planning has been again, take your pick. And the feeling right now is that this is kind of like the get right game for the Jets, right? Everyone is expecting the Jets to win this game. The Jets are 7-point road favorites in Foxborough out of Vegas. And it seems as though there's this state of calmness within the Jets organization, right? You listen to guys like Aaron Rodgers and Jeff Ulbrich talk about this current state of the team, and it doesn't really mirror or match what this team has looked like on the field. We've heard Aaron Rodgers throw out quotes, you can't go on a 10-game win streak without getting the first one. He had another one where it's like, when the tree, when someone chops down the tree, all you see and hear is that last chop. You don't see the 1,000 chops that came before, all these quotes, which is fine. But I would like to see a little bit more urgency from this organization. It's been an issue with this regime for years on end. The everything is fine type of mentality. You watch the team on Sundays and it's just the same problems arise over and over again. You kind of get the feeling that, within the building, it's like, hey, if we win, we're great. We're back. We're on the come up. Be on the lookout for us. But then when we lose, it's like, oh, it is what it is. We'll get them next week. I don't like that mentality at all. Not at all. And I am sick of losing football games. No more excuses. The Jets have a veteran team with star players all over the place. It's time to start winning football games, and it starts this Sunday. Now, I'm not in the camp where I'm looking at this game saying, oh yeah, the Jets have more talent. We're going to win. This is going to be an automatic win. We'll breeze through New England. They only have one win on the season. They have their fair share of issues, and we're going to move forward and everything's going to be fine. The Jets don't have any more privileges to do that anymore. Why? Because we're on a 4-game losing streak. We're coming off the worst game of the season, and we have a long laundry list of issues internally. So I don't believe that the Jets, again, have the luxury to say, oh yeah, the Cardinals in a couple weeks, we should beat them. Or the Colts, they have some quarterback questions with Anthony Richardson. You know what, we're going to go out and get that W2. And obviously New England kind of falls into the same category here. I want the Jets to have the mentality, backs against the wall, last chance. I want players playing like it's their last game ever, every snap from start to finish. Whistle to whistle, first quarter to the fourth quarter. Flying around the football field, really showing a lot of effort, showing a lot of fire out in the field. Again, that sense of urgency, playing as a team, not as individuals. And will we see that this Sunday? I want to say yeah, but we haven't seen it up to this point. So we're looking at the opponent here in New England, and the numbers speak for themselves. It's just not a very good football team. It's not a very productive team, right? Points per game, 30th. Yards per game, 30th. Third downs, 26th in football. Red zone, 28th in football. Touchdowns per game, 30th in football. The offense is just pretty lackluster, and it is what it is, right? The Patriots are just a young, rebuilding football team. It's going to take, another free agency class, another draft class to really infuse some talent into this team. And also, they've dealt with a lot of injuries. You look at where they're at right now, first-year head coach Drake Mayo, and they're starting Drake Maye. And I got to be honest, I know the Patriots keep losing games, but I actually like what I've seen from Drake. I liked him as a prospect, size, mobility, arm strength, likable dude in interviews. You feel like he's really taking the game, taking the moment, taking this opportunity seriously, and is just working his tail off to just grind at the position and to really become the next Patriots franchise quarterback here, right? Mac Jones didn't work out. Cam Newton didn't work out. They've kind of been in, I want to say, disarray since the Brady retirement. So to me, Drake Maye has all the tools. And again, despite the Patriots losing games and Drake Maye having a couple turnovers here and there and also missing some throws, I mean, you compare the situations, right? Look at the amount of weapons that Caleb Williams has, right? Look at the coach that Bo Nix has. Look at Jaden Daniels' situation, right? Dan Quinn handling the defense, Cliff Kingsbury handling the offense, Terry McLaurin on the outside. The offense is rolling. I mean, you look at the talent around Drake on the offensive line, at wide receiver. You know, jury's still out with Mayo. You know, there's it's not really the best environment to breed success for a first-year quarterback who's trying to learn it all himself. So despite all of those things, looking at everything with context, I think Drake has looked pretty good. I actually saw a really cool stat the other day. Drake Maye and Dan Marino are the only quarterbacks since 1950 to throw for 500 plus passing yards and to have 5+ touchdowns in their first 2 starts. So if I was a Pats fan, I would actually be really excited about, you know, the future and Drake and everything, just getting him some more experience this season, getting him some help this offseason, trying to infuse the team with some more talent, again, in the offensive side of the trenches, and of course at wide receiver. Now, one of the most confusing, bizarre game plans that I've seen all season came from the Patriots in week 3 against the Jets, where they're on the road in a short week, playing against a team that struggles to stop the run. And you're rolling out Jacoby Brissett as a quarterback. Ramondre Stevenson, I would say, right, I'm not a Patriots fan. I this is just my take from the outside. I would say Ramondre Stevenson is their best offensive player. And they don't target him. They don't hand him the ball. Again, the Jets struggle to stop the run, and I was so confused. In fact, they actually try to rely on play action, which I thought was just extremely puzzling. I mean, you have a quote-unquote bottom-tier quarterback trying to essentially snapping the football and turning his back to the defense, faking the ball to your best player in Stevenson, hoping that the Jets would bite, right, trying to outsmart this defense, and then snapping Brissett's head back around, forcing him to make a quick decision you're playing a team that they don't blitz, but if they were going to blitz at all this season, it was going to start in week 3. Why? Because of the personnel on the defense side of the football. So now you're forcing Jacoby Brissett with a beat up, not so great offensive line to make a quick decision facing blitzes that you haven't seen on tape. Makes no sense. While at the same time, not giving Ramondre Stevenson the rock. So, and you know, what ultimately happened was the Jets won on offense, they won on defense, and they won on special teams. So, look, 1 o'clock game in Foxborough. I think that they're just going to get back to basics, right? Take the pressure off of Drake Maye, feed Ramondre Stevenson, whether it's just, you know, simple handoffs up the middle, whether it's getting him involved in the passing game, right, getting the ball out of Drake Maye's hands quickly. I think Ramondre's going to be kind of the main focal point of the Patriots offense. So the New York Jets have got to be prepared. But again, must-win situation for the New York Jets. That goes without saying. If the Jets fall to 2-6 on the season, I don't even want to think about it, but I just don't see how they could come back from that. So it's going to be an interesting game. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Jets.